There were a lot of highlights in 2018 for Team Godolphin, but the Spring Carnival had to top it off for me. Being involved with the Melbourne stable here, it really was our sort of crowning glory for the year.
Derby Day is, it's not arguably the best day on the Australian calendar. It is the best day of racing on the Australian calendar.
It looked a red letter day to start with. We talked a lot on the Friday as a group or as a company on that it might be a good day.
We'd really loaded up on Derby Day. We targeted it from a long way off, but much like the whole of Cup Week, you can target these races and you can have your horses flying, but things don't go your way. There are plenty of opposition that have got things humming along pretty well themselves. So.
The day started really well. Raniere won the first race. He needed a little bit of luck in the straight. He got it.
Raniere and Nick, Wild Planet's digging in. Raniere still a Nick, Wild Planet. Raniere holding on. Raniere has just won from Wild Planet.
Probably the most satisfying victory on that day was Osborne Bulls.
There was a lot of expectation. He was favourite going into the race, coming off that amazing third in the Everest.
He was behaving like an old professional, like he'd done it all his life, so he gets here and he does his thing, he knows what to do.
Osborne Bulls third last from Lanciato and Bonds away, 300 metres to go. It's the Monster taking the lead from Winterbride, then Runts and Have a Say.
So from about the 250 metres, I didn't actually think he was going to get there. I thought under the top weight, and they've gone a bit slow early. I thought, well, is he going to get there?
Osborne Bulls and Bonds away, running on the Monster, getting tired. Here's Osborne Bulls now, descends, and Osborne Bulls has won it. 3/4 of a length, Bonds away.
Standing where we were standing, we were quite a bit before the finish post, so it looked like he wasn't going to make it. And then when we switched our eyes to the big screen, we could see that he was coming up to win the race. It was just an unbelievable feeling.
That was amazing. He really had to dig deep, and it's a fantastic win for the whole team.
Good horse. Great to win for Godolphin.
Relief and elation, and it was a wonderful thing to be part of. A lot of people in Australia have put a lot of hard work into him, so to see that hard work rewarded with a group win on Derby Day for all of those people was really special.
When he finally did make it back into full training, for him to have established the record he has, and winning that Group 2 on Derby Day, really stamping himself as a Group 1 prospect for next year. That was a great boost for the whole team, and he's a really exciting horse for us for 2019.
A couple of months back, a truckload arrived from Sydney with a few new horses, and my name was put next to Best of Days.
Of the two local Group 1 victories, Best of Days was obviously a huge thrill getting his first Group 1 victory.
Craig Williams had been very bullish about him leading into the race, and I'd actually seen him earlier on in the day and he thought it was the best ride of the day. So going into the race, we were confident that we had two very different but very positive chances in the race.
Racing at 2,000 metres, back to a mile, blinkers on. I just thought at the 300, Williams just get him out. He was travelling beautifully.
Quebec into the straight now, 400 metres to go. Tom Melbourne and Parast, the outside Cliff's Edge. Sirconi on the rails. Further back is Hartnell, who presents to the middle with Lur.
Terrific ride by Craig Williams. Came out, he had to go back in.
With Lur remain, Best of Days is weaving